Hi guys, today I'm going to be doing an entire review on the entire series of the Delirium or Love Trilogy-ish thing, and here are all the books, and I even have some of the little books in between on like Raven and Annabelle and the other one, Hannah. So I have all of those books, and I'm just going to quickly go through them and review them, and yeah, let's do this. So pretty much Delirium is a dystopian world where love is considered a disease. The government makes you get a cure when you're 18 or a little after or before 18 depending on the circumstances. And Lena is about 90 some days until she is going to be cured. She completely believes in the cure. She completely believes that love is a disease, and she understands that she needs to be cured, and she's excited about it, and she's counting down all of the days and cannot wait until she meets this boy named Alex. See, you are not even supposed to have contact or any type of feelings or thoughts towards boys at all, and all of a sudden she starts developing love-like symptoms, and things start happening, and her world turns upside down. And yeah, it gets really intense, really good, and I really loved it. What I really loved about this first book over the other three over there is Lena's view. Like, I really like how you really get to see what it would be like to honestly believe in something so much that is completely wrong to all of us, to the readers, to feel completely and utterly against what she believes completely in. So you still really enjoy the character because your curiosity is taking over, and you're kind of curious to see why she views these things and what has made her brainwashed into this completely crazy idea that love could be a disease. I also really loved this book in obviously the whole world building was really beautiful. I really liked how it definitely continued to build throughout the entire book, and so sometimes you're a little confused, but it was like really exciting confusion, like you wanted to know more kind of thing. I also liked the length of the book. I really liked the cover of this book, not so much the other two. I really liked this one the most, and I really enjoyed the entire book because the climax really hits hard and it gets really intense and good, and you're left with a beautiful cliffhanger that completely changes everything, and it's really good. And even when you think you know what's going on, things completely change on you, or you start to notice different things, side stories that are changing around the main story, and it gets really good. So I really enjoyed this book. It was 5 out of 5 stars. I loved it. And moving on to Pandemonium. Here is Pandemonium. It's also another book with a face on it, and I don't love the cover of this book as much, but I can't really tell you what this book is about, being that it's the second book in the series, but I can tell you sort of what I liked about it that made it a little bit different from the first one and the others. What I really enjoyed about this book is that it goes from now and then. Every chapter is now, and then you're hearing her from then perspective. So it was like what I ate this morning to now what I'm doing. And so it's kind of back and forth, but each perspective is completely real, like you're completely in what she's thinking at that exact moment, and it's really cool because every chapter has a cliffhanger, and you're like, oh, but I need to read more on then, but then you're in now, and then you're like, oh, but now I need to read more on that, and it really keeps you going, so it goes really fast, and it's quite fast-paced. I really enjoyed this book. For a lot of the other reasons, too, is you get to learn about the wilds a little bit more, and I really enjoyed learning about all of that and learning how they have to survive and things when some of the world is just going on completely fine and okay with everything. I really enjoyed also, obviously, the writing style, because Lauren Oliver has this beautiful writing style where her analogies for things are gorgeous. I just absolutely love reading them. They just make me very happy, and it's like, that's exactly what it should be. That's exactly what I am thinking, and I just never am able to express it into words, and it's beautiful. love that. And I feel like it really happened a lot in this book as well as in Delirium. I feel like it happened the most. So I really, really enjoyed this book. 5 out of 5 stars. And usually the second book is usually not as good as the first book. And I absolutely adored both of them equally. And actually when I first read this, after I got done reading it, I actually thought this was better. But in the second time reading this, because this is my second time reading this entire series as a whole, I really love this one just as much as the first one for many different reasons, because Lena kind of changes. It's like 2 different people, sort of. So I really enjoyed this one, and now we're on to Requiem. So the last book in the series is Requiem, and with the cliffhanger that ended off in Pandemonium, this book I could not wait. It's been like a year of waiting, and I could not wait to read it. So when I finally got it in the mail a couple of months ago, I was really surprised that I hadn't read it yet, but I really, really wanted to just dive right into it right away. But after reading it, it took me a moment because I was already going through a reading slump and I was kind of busy, so things made it hard for me to read this book really quickly, so it wasn't a very quick read for me, but I bet it probably would be for other people. But I really enjoyed the book, all of it. I loved all of it. But there are some really strong feelings I have towards this book, and the best way that I can tell you to check out what my feelings are about this is to just click the link to this video here by Xtame. She did an amazing job at reviewing everything that I did not like about this, and it's completely full of spoilers, so if you haven't read the book, don't watch it. But if you have, you're going to love this video because you're going to relate to how much I feel towards this book, and I bet a lot of you do too. So I can't really tell you much about this book because of spoiler reasons, but I can tell you I really don't know what to give this as a review, because I honestly have no idea what to think about it other than the fact that I really loved it until things did not come together at the end. And so I'm probably going to give it about 4 stars because of the end, but other than that, I really loved the entire book as I was reading it. It's just, I didn't understand. It just ended, and it didn't end correctly, and this book. Mixed feelings, major mixed feelings towards this book. So the last thing that I wanted to talk to you about is the mini books that come with it, and it's Annabelle, Raven, and Hannah. I read all of them, and I've read only like half of Raven because I don't have the entire book yet, but when I do get it, you know, I'm pretty sure it'll be pretty amazing. But the thing that I really loved about each of these little snippet stories of about 50 pages in different perspectives of different characters in the series was really exciting. I really, really loved reading from all of the points of views. Obviously, we get to read from Hannah in the last installment, but in this book, well, in Hannah's bit of her book, it conveys a completely different perspective towards the summer that we first read in Delirium. So I think it's really kind of interesting. I really loved reading about her mother, and I really, really loved reading the bit about Raven because Raven's story is completely hard to know anything, so it was really exciting to read that. Also, at the end of Requiem, there is a short story about Alex as well. I really didn't love that one as much as the 3 in this. I don't know why. I don't think Alex is not my favorite character, so it wasn't as exciting, but I did really enjoy all of those, so I'd probably give them all together collectively about 4 out of 5 stars. That's exciting. So I think that if you're really up for it, I could totally say that it's kind of really interesting to read these. So read them if you want. And you're not going to be completely ruined by the series if you don't read them either. You can still read the series as a whole and not read these and be completely fine. Anyway, that is the entire series right there, and that is all I really can say without spoiling everything. If you want me to do rant about the last book to know exactly my thoughts, let me know down in the comments, or like this video or something to let me know that you'd like to know that, because I would totally be okay with telling you. And other than that, I really did enjoy the series as a whole. I'd probably give it 4.9 stars, all because of the last book. I can't give it a full 5 stars. I can't give it a full 5 stars. Even though I really want to, it's not, So, 4.9 stars out of 5 is the entire series I'm going to give it. I really enjoyed the series, and even though the last book was a little weird, it's just like Mockingjay where you want more, there's other things, and you don't really love the last installment as much. It's still worth, in a whole, to read all of the books. So I still recommend this entire series, and I still recommend that you should go check it out and read it. So if there's anything you guys would like to ask me or discuss with me, please do discuss down in the comments below. Give this thing a like if you'd like, subscribe if you'd like, do whatever you'd like, and I will see you guys in a later video.